So this week I'm talking about obesity and menopause. My voice cracked. So weight gain. Gosh, it just seems to be an inevitable passage of life, right? As women, we go through perimenopause and finally menopause. We have this major shifting of hormones resulting in an imbalance of these hormones, and then weight just kind of tends to collect right around the middle, right around that muffin top. And I hate it. I'm not sure you do. And so let's get down to some reasons why this happens and then possibly some solutions as to how we can prevent this onslaught of weight around the middle. So, in the first year of menopause, that's the time that you've gone without a period for 1 year, you can expect to gain 5 pounds of weight. This is the average weight gain that first year following menopause. Now, this trend may continue at a rate of 1.5 pounds to 5 pounds every year after that, up until age 60, when we could potentially level out on the whole weight gain thing. So, as we age, our metabolism changes, it just slows down. So, we don't burn the calories that we're consuming quite as fast. But a new study reports that this doesn't actually start until about age 60. Our metabolism doesn't slow down until we're about age 60, and then it's only at a rate of 0.7% per year. So, why all the weight gain? Well, first thing and most obvious is lifestyle, right? So, if you eat unhealthy processed foods and sugar, it's going to lead to enormous amounts of weight gain if eaten in excess. And then, of course, if you're not exercising, that's a huge culprit because exercising increases your metabolic rate. So, you burn more calories even at rest. Plus, it just makes your heart and your lungs healthier. And in women, as we go through menopause, we want to prevent osteoporosis. And when you exercise, you're putting weight on your bones, you're making your bones healthier that way instead of weaker. So there's that. Last thing I want to do is fall down and break a hip. So, what would explain the difference in weight gain between men and women over the age of 60? I kind of alluded to this in yesterday's little quick video I put in. It was an Instagram video I'd already done for the week, but I'm just going to reiterate it here because statistics show that women are twice as likely to be obese than men. It's most likely back to the hormone issue as to why women are more impacted with weight gain in menopause. So let's talk about cortisol. So cortisol is released in a surge every time a woman experiences hot flash. And since cortisol is a stress hormone, when a hot flash occurs, it's considered stress on the body. Stress produces inflammation, and cortisol is released to help reduce inflammation. So if it's a chronic cycle of hot flashes, cortisol, then it can result in an increase in blood sugar and an increase in appetite. There is part of the problem why we can't lose weight if you struggle with hot flashes. Hot flashes also interfere with sleep, and inadequate sleep, as we talked about last week, leads to excess levels of these certain hormones. We may not have talked about this part, but I'm going to tell you now. But there's a hormone called ghrelin, and that hormone increases your appetite. So if you don't sleep good, guess what? You have too much ghrelin on board. So you become hungry and you crave food and you eat too much. Inadequate sleep also results in low levels of leptin, which is a hormone that decreases appetite. So you've got this high level of ghrelin making you hungry and low levels of leptin, which would decrease your appetite, and there's an imbalance there. And so ghrelin's going to win and you're going to eat more. So this combo creates the perfect storm for overeating and craving unhealthy foods. And when you're tired and exhausted, you're going to reach for the pizza instead of the salad. So let's talk about what obesity even is. It's an imbalance of energy between calories consumed and calories expended. I used to tell my patients that if you want to lose a pound of body fat a week, then you've got to change your daily intake of calories or your daily exertion level to about 500 calories a day. So you eat 500 calories less, or you burn 500 calories, or make a combination of that, in some way or another. But that will help you lose a pound of body fat by the end of the week. So obesity is an accumulation of fat in the tissues. And in the clinic, we go kind of by a BMI. So a BMI is a general guideline, though, because if you're really fit and you're healthy and you're muscular, Your BMI could be the very same as the person next to you who's obese. So you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. But if you're struggling with your weight gain, it might not hurt to look at your BMI. So for the most part, it's a good guideline to follow. Normal body weight is a BMI of 18.5 to 24.9. Overweight is a BMI of 25 to 29.9. Obesity is a BMI of greater than 30, and morbid obesity is a BMI greater than 40. So a BMI is your body mass index, and it calculates your height and your weight, puts it into a formula, and when you look at an actual BMI chart, you're going to see like colors. And so when you get to the yellow, you're kind of looking at maybe being a little overweight, but when you get into the red zone, you are overweight or even obese. So you can look at those charts. You can Google those and look at those online. Another tool we use to determine if there's obesity present or not is a waist circumference. So in men, a waist circumference is greater than 40 inches, and in a non-pregnant female, a waist circumference is greater than 35 inches. And in these two figures, that is considered obesity. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about, aside from lifestyle changes, what are conventional methods of treating weight loss. So you guys have a great day.